The Jungle Book, 2016, Disney's attempt to prove that CGI animals can be both photorealistic and strangely dead inside. This movie, directed by Jon Favreau, takes Rudyard Kipling's beloved tale and gives it a glossy, blockbuster facelift. Because apparently a classic isn't really a classic until it's drowned in millions of dollars worth of computer-generated fur and foliage. Let's start with the obvious. Mowgli, played by Neil Sethi, is the only human in a jungle full of digital creations, which means that for the entire runtime, we get to watch a kid act his heart out against absolutely nothing. Credit where it's due, he does his best, but half the time it looks like he's waiting for the green screen to tell him what to do. There's something unsettling about watching a child have deep emotional conversations with a bear who looks like he was pulled straight from a nature documentary, but talks like Bill Murray at a backyard barbecue. Speaking of Baloo, let's address the weird tonal whiplash this film gives us. 1 minute, we're in a dark, dramatic survival story where a child is hunted by a terrifyingly realistic tiger, and the next, we're floating down a river singing bare necessities like we've just entered an animated fever dream. The movie tries to be both a gritty jungle survival epic and a nostalgic Disney musical, which results in a strange Frankenstein of a film that can't quite decide if it wants to traumatize kids or lull them into a false sense of security before traumatizing them anyway. Then, we have Shere Khan, the villain who is supposed to be menacing, but instead comes off like that one coworker who constantly threatens to quit but never actually leaves. His entire personality is just lurking, growling, and showing up at dramatic moments to remind everyone he still exists. Yes, Idris Elba's voice is intimidating, but even the most menacing delivery in the world doesn't change the fact that he's still just a very angry cat with an unhealthy grudge against a child. And let's not even get started on King Louie. The original 1967 version gave us a fun, jazzy orangutan who just wanted to be human. This movie, it gives us a nightmarish, oversized primate that looks like he belongs in a Godzilla film, rather than a Disney movie. Christopher Walken's voice acting only makes it worse, because nothing screams ancient jungle ruler like a guy who sounds like he should be giving questionable life advice in a dimly lit New York bar. By the end of the film, we're left wondering what exactly the moral of the story is. That a child who was raised by wolves should stay in the jungle forever, instead of, going back to live with actual humans? That tigers hold grudges longer than actual human beings? Or maybe it's that Disney will never stop remaking old movies no matter how many CGI nightmares it takes. In conclusion, The Jungle Book, 2016, is visually impressive but emotionally hollow, an expensive tech demo disguised as a film. Sure, it's better than some of Disney's other live-action remakes, cough the Lion King cough, but it still feels like a soulless attempt to cash in on nostalgia. If you loved it, that's fine, but just admit that deep down, you kind of missed the goofy animated version where nobody was trying to be too realistic. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quirky Critic signing out.